Hi guys, welcome back to the joy of resin. In the face of global calamity, we make art. So working with clear, nuclear green, and purple, and both of these have been mixed with just a tiny little bit of color shift to give them that cool little shimmer. Just make them a bit more exciting. So let's start with yesterday's projects, which for one reason or another need another layer. So, okay, starting with the dice, we had a couple of these little guys collapse in the pressure pot, so they need to be remade. They still look pretty cool, but they are not functional dice. There was a third one, but she seems to have done a runner. So I have prepared the three that failed once again. Okay, so I am way too high up. All right. So we do a little drizzle. And then we poke it with a stick. Here we go. Let those air bubbles out so the resin sinks all the way. All right, and then I'm just going to fill these other ones up so that we don't have voided chambers, just in case the stability is required across the board. Poke it again. Yep, see, more bubbles. All right, we'll leave that alone for now. All right, now we have our mushroom cups, which have had a little bit of flour added to them. All of this will be going in the pressure pot. All right. Get under this lip, release the bubbles. Make sure my stems are tucked up under the lip so that they stay in place. And then finish filling it up. All right. That goes on the heat for a minute. Now we have this guy, which I will be combining with these guys. That was probably not the best decision, but oh well. All right. Wipe all this down real quick because I had to take some of these panels over to my neighbor's house to use his table saw so that I had the right measurements. It is a wonderful thing living next to a woodworker when you're a resin crafter. All the tools I don't have, he does. Okay, so pour a layer here. Thank you for volunteering. Okay, so I'm having a panel here in the front. And then this goes like that. All right. Slide this back a little bit and add a little bit more resin. I got to keep some of this clear behind for the dice. But just a little bit. Again, just so y'all are aware, this is a very rough draft of the piece I'm trying to make. So if it looks like crap, that's okay. All right. Now we have these two to finish. Well, this one to start, that one to finish. All right. So we just need to cap the kitty. That was unfortunate phrasing. Do not shoot the kitty. The kitty is your friend. Really like that just very light layer of the chromatic. That looks pretty cool. Okay, now made some new dice, so I need some new dice boxes. So start with purple. Switch to our nuclear green. And then we'll just go back and forth with this. I'm going to throw in a little bit of embellishment. I do need to leave a small surface area empty for this one, so that I can add the dragon on top of the dice box once this is cured. Okay. Let's get all this stuff to sync. All right. That'll do nicely. Success. Okay, let's finish off our dice real quick. Poke, poke, poke. All right. Drizzle on the lid. And now we squish. Okay, so where'd it go? There you are. Try not to get resin on my sunglasses. That goes like that. And then we weigh it down with a rack. A rock, not Iraq or Iraq. Sorry, that was insensitive of me at this time of day or time of life. Hokey pokey. Now that that's done, let's start a dump project. Nope, too big. Nope, 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 maybe. Oh, where's my, been meaning to make another one of those. And you. And you. That should cover all my bases. Not to be confused with basis or base. Sorry, I've only had coffee. I'm a little punch drunk. All right, spray everything. All right, first off, let's kill the clear. Let our alcohol start to go to work on those on those implements. Okay, now we're gonna throw in some purple. Again, poke it with a stick. And add our green. All right. Make a little tray. Clear the bubbles. Bubble control is very important for these narrow space pieces. I have no idea what that is. I might have enough left for this. Probably not. This will probably need a final layer. That needs a squish. Go away. Fine, be that way. Pop! Pop, you little shit! Alright, that's it for now. Sorry, just moving everything to the heat mat. Alright, there we go. Okay, all done with that. Aside from a tiny little bit of this nuclear green left over, let me scrape that off into a skull so that I have less to clean up later. There we go. Okay, so that's it for now. I'll let you guys go while I get cleaned up and then go on some errands. So later.